Good morning. It's November 1st, so it's day 42, and I'm super bummed that the numbers don't match up anymore. Because it was a lot easier to keep track of back then. I've been up for a little while. Had some weird dreams last night. Anyway, I want to make some beard balm, or, well, I was gonna make, beard balm. But I watched a couple of videos because I wanted to see what people were using in the balm, how much wax. I've been up for a little while. Had some weird dreams last night. I want to make some beard balm, or, well, I was gonna make beard balm. But I watched a couple of videos because I wanted to see what people were using in the balm, how much wax in relation to how much butter, and then oils, and then, you know, ideas for scents and stuff like that. But there's beard balm, beard butter, and beard oil. So now I don't know which one I should make. And I watched a bunch of beard videos, which is kind of cool. It's almost like knitting. You know, the more you watch, the more you see that there's like a beard world out there. It's kind of interesting. So that's what I'm gonna do a little bit this morning. I did some crocheting, another dishcloth just to use up what I have. Maybe I'll bring it to my mom tonight. That's it. We were out pretty late last night, so I'm a little bit tired today, but I also undid my sweater, the brown sweater that I was talking about, the turtle dove. So I finally got that done yesterday, so there's gonna be a lot of yarn drying in the house there for the next little bit. A little brown spaghetti, anyone? All right, I'm all set. I've got my scent oils. I've got almond oil tins. I've got shea butter and mango butter, I think that's what I have. I had cocoa butter, but it smells like chocolate. Then I've got some almond oil. I have the wax, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And then I have my little droppers here for the oil. So maybe I'll make a batch of beard balm and then a batch of beard butter and see what happens. I don't have containers to make the oil because you need to have like a bottle, and I don't have any. All right, the beard balm is done. So I just wrote what the ingredients were. And then this is what it looks like. So it's kind of a solid. And then I made beard butter, beard butter, and it's cooling in the fridge. And then I'll try and kind of like whip it up because I got rid of my mixer, you know, like the cake mixer with the things that you could lick the chocolate cake from. That's what people have been using, but I got rid of mine. So I'm just going to try and whip it up with maybe a fork and see how that turns out. I kind of winged the butter part. I just kind of measured out what I put in it, and then I'll kind of play with the recipe depending on how this one turns out. There's a lot of things to consider with respect to the oils that you put, like the smell oils or the scent oils. They have a flash point, and what that is when it hits a certain temperature, it stops to smell, or it really decreases the smell. So you have to wait for the oil and the butter to cool so that you can put your oil in and it still retains its smell. So I'm working with that. I need a thermometer I have one cooking thermometer, and I don't really want to get wax on it because then I'll never be able to get it off or use it for cooking. Not that I really use a candy thermometer often. And then just as a note to self, patchouli smells really good, or at least I really love the smell, but it does not taste good. I must have still had some on my finger, and then I made myself some food and I licked my finger and it's like, ugh, now I can't get it out of my mouth. The last time I was at Costco, I also discovered this, which is, I guess, the syrup that they put in for the chai lattes at Starbucks. So I bought a few of these. Maybe I just bought one. I can't remember. I have to check downstairs. And then I bought some oat milk to make my own lattes, because every time I go to Starbucks for a chai, it costs me $8 or $7. So I just make some of this, heat it up on the stove because I only have a microwave for dyeing yarn. So probably pennies compared to dollars and dollars and dollars. So it smells really good, but it's Maybe I left it in the fridge too long because it's pretty hard. So I don't know if I need to warm this up before I whip it, but probably. Or I just put too much wax, which is not likely because I only put a teaspoon of wax in here, but maybe it just got too cold. It's a super gloomy day today, but it's 3:30 and I feel like it's starting to get dark out already. It's kind of a bummer. I've let the beard butter sit on the counter for a little while and it doesn't seem to be softening, so maybe no wax next time. And the smell seems to go away when it gets hot. So I read up on flash point, and the flash point is the temperature at which the oil reaches the part where it'll start to evaporate and it makes it flammable, I guess. Some people say that the flash point where it affects the scent is kind of not a thing, but I don't believe that because I put a lot of scent oils in the balms and I feel like they don't smell enough. But maybe I'll just play with the temperature. I'll have to get a thermometer. Kind of, you know, one of those thermometer guns. I want one of those, but like not the temperature ones, but for food and whatever. You just kind of aim and point, and I don't know. It's just fun to do stuff like that. But for now, I knit a little bit. I watched a bunch of stuff about one of my favorite bands on YouTube. They have like virtual tour going on right now for their new album that they just released last week. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. So I'm gonna go take a shower and head in for dinner with my mom. I was gonna do the caulking today, but maybe I could actually. Well, I'll just take the caulking off, or I'll do that tomorrow. Because now I don't have to go into town tomorrow. Because I postponed going to see the building till later on in the week so I could do the concert tomorrow night. It's not urgent, right? It's going to see these buildings. We're not moving tomorrow. I'll see you guys later, maybe after dinner, maybe at dinner, who knows. So I just got home. It's 10:15. Just got home from my mom's. I got there a little bit late. We had a nice dinner. She made Cajun shrimp, which was super good. So I asked her for the recipe. And the girls and I are supposed to, we rented a Airbnb little kind of a, it's called a tree house, but it's not actually in a tree. It's just on stilts, I guess, built in a rock. In Wakefield, Quebec. It's just over the border outside of Ottawa. And I think I'm gonna make that for us one night because it was so good. I might throw some pork and some andouille sausage in there and make a jambalaya. We shall see. As long as my mom remembers to send me the recipe. So I'm going to bed shortly because I'm tired and I did a lot of talking, which is why my voice is raspy. I also had an idea about the butter, the beard butter, but I remembered that I have a hand blender. So I wonder if that's gonna work. So I'm gonna try that right now just because I'm not gonna be able to sleep until I know. So I'm gonna try that, let you know how it works out. But first I'm gonna take my coat off. So it kind of worked with the hand blender. It's kind of a pain because now I have to try and get all this out. Should probably unplug it before I stick my finger in there, but it worked. I'm pretty happy with what it looks like. I know this makes me a huge dork, but look how cool that looks. I managed to do pretty well scraping it out, and the blender. So I'm pretty pleased with myself, I must admit. Now I can sleep. I'm happy. Hey Google, turn the lights off.
Got it. Turning 3
I
lights off.
love it. I forgot to mention that when I was at my mom's at dinner, Jacob finally replied to my text from this morning, and he was actually available to FaceTime. So I'm like, well, I'm at Grandmama's. Do you want to FaceTime both of us? And he's like, sure. So we had a cute little chat, and I'll insert a little clip of the shenanigans right here. But it was nice to see him. I miss him. I'm going to bed now. I'm pretty excited about the beard butter. And now I'm going going to rest. Maybe tomorrow I'll actually get around to doing the caulking in the shower. Oh, and my mom also mentioned that she noticed that I stopped putting music on my videos. And that she liked the music, so maybe I'll start putting music again. In case anybody else noticed and missed it. I like being off and doing what I want and making things whenever I feel like it. Alright, it's time for bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be day 43.